Gordon Hayward shows his opponents no mercy.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Happy Saturday night. Hope everyone's having a good one so far. My name is Mr. Snow. I'm going to be joined here by my good friend and buddy and fellow competitor, Mr. MG's Trig. Let me just make sure he is unmuted, and there he is. Let's go.
Hello. Let's go.
Week 7 hype here, baby. This rematch, this grudge match between Lunartic, Fringe, and Equinox. Got a couple players switching sides here. This is going to be a good one, dude. I'm pumped. How's everybody going out there in the chat right now? Are we ready for this game? We're about to get in it pretty soon. This is Equinox versus Lunartic Fringe. I don't think we have any subs here. I know I was just in the Lunartic Fringe side. And we've got Dargan, Final Boss, Ampstorm, and Naughty Angel ready to go on that one. And I'm pumped to see Just Venom and Reaps play against this Lunartic Fringe team. If you're not familiar, they were on this team earlier. Got traded, got dropped, whatever you want to call it. Switched things around. Two of them, quite the duo. Venom being one of these strong beasts here. Reaper having a tough time, but seriously consistent. Plays in a lot of games. I expect to see some good things out of him. Hoping he's not listening and this doesn't get into his head. But they are the home team for this week, so they get to pick these. And they're working with Sylvanic and Freckled Hawk. Sylvanic, we haven't seen too much of them. I'm hoping, again, that they're in the game. We're about to jump into this lobby. I think Naughty Angel just sent me the invite. And we've got Dark Reaper hosting the viewer party if you're interested in jumping in on that. Go right ahead. Sorry I missed last night. I hope the games went well for that.
They did. It was amazing. If you want to go see that series, my point of view, it's on my YouTube. It's my gamer tag, but with no space. So
now, Mind-Boggling versus Rain, right? You played.
Yes.
Mind-Boggling ended up beating you guys in the 3-2, correct?
Yes, we lost 3-2. We had the sub, the Naughty Angel.
Yeah.
So we had a sub, our first sub all season, I believe it was, and it was just mind-boggling. Just had enough oomph to beat us.
Just took it in that one, and
Yeah.
that'll, I think, actually secure. I could be wrong, but that will probably secure the standings here for the Lunatic side, the Lunar side, with Mind-Boggling jumping up to 5 wins. And then I believe, this grudge match here between those two, I don't think it'll matter, just given that even if Lunatic Fringe loses all their games and the following 2 matches for the next 2 weeks, and Equinox wins them all and wins all their games, they won't have quite enough games for. But still, this is going to be a pretty heated one here. So,
Yep.
I'm pretty pumped. Our first game, Cryptic, King of the Hill. Lunars 3-1, Equinox is 1-3. Of course, again, we saw one of the wins from Lunartic being with Reaps and Reaps and Venom. So that that's something they know how to play this map, or they're working on trying to play this map well. So I'm pumped to see how this one goes. Any thoughts on predictions on this one? Cryptic King of the Hill going to 200 points.
I don't know about what I know what Lunatic Fringe practiced. Like, I know they scrimmed 3 or 4 times. So I think one of them I played that series, I believe, I want to say, or helped them. But I can see them being really strong on this one. I can see on this map, it'll be Lunatic. I got Lunatic on this.
You got Lunatic this one. All right, man. All right. See, I'm betting that I know Reaps and Venom has been going over this one, so I've got Reaps and Venom for this one.
Oh yeah, they're playing their formal team.
Exactly.
So
dude.
there's gonna be I bet there's going to be a lot of talking in their separate parties, but I don't want to get involved. I don't know. I might be wrong, but
they're gonna have a good time.
It's gonna be a bloodbath. Let's just say that now.
It really will. It's gonna be good.
But last time we had 2 subs on Equinox side, Monster subbed, and then Frosty subbed. And then game 2, Truth, they went into a tie. And then another game 2 is Truth. We might see going the distance in game 2 maybe.
Exactly.
So it could go either way. We want a game 5 hype already.
Yep.
Go back-to-back game 5s. Let's go.
That's seriously. I'm thinking this is going to be a pretty close matchup here. I mean, taking a quick look, these players are about getting ready to get started. Well, you know what? If it looks like they're about to begin in a moment, and they can go right ahead, we'll take a look at the player cards afterwards for these teams. But this is good, too. I'm glad that we got everybody here. No subs this time. This is just a clean game. We only have 8 games. Each team only plays 8 games a series. This league, excuse me. And so it's kind of sometimes hard to sort of judge the consistency of a full team when, you know, your squad keeps changing, you got subs and all that jazz. So it's nice to see like these full lineups. I'm expecting that they did a bit of practicing in preparation for the playoffs, because that's what this is ultimately all about. Everybody makes it to the playoffs here. So
everyone does.
This is while I don't believe these games matter in terms of the standing and the seeds, those are set. This sets a precedent for who they have to look out for and how well they can play these maps. So let's jump right into it. I want to start off here with whoever grabs this overkill. GT Reaps looking to get a good shot off there. Does not get it though. And now we see red team sort of take a little bit of the lead. Freckle Hawk jumping into top mid here. Gets hit with that green gun. Venom cleans up. That's 2 down now for that Fringe team. Both on Lunartic side here, so GT Reaps, Venom, Sylvanic, Freckled Hawk on Equinox. Gonna have that blue color. Other side, Fringe, gonna have that red. Freckled Hawk doing a nice job just staying in here, staying alive as best he can, drops down, gets killed the final boss. Now, about this 11-minute mark, we're about to see this change. Look at here. Our blue team already setting up for it. A bunch of people jumping in there. Swarm taking good angles, though. Dancing around. Just takes the teleporter. The team's just trying to set up, see how this one's going to pan out here. Nice time like that. I'm just camping this teleporter, just zoning this. It's interesting now. You know, we're seeing your Fringe take control of this room, but Equinox is sort of on the outskirts, just waiting for their time to pounce. And they do it right now. Now they're gonna jump that hill and get some more time, tying it right back up.
I know Venom is just staying alive, being a nuisance, but now he's finally got taken out.
Yeah, and that's 3 down for Equinox. This might give Fringe an opportunity to sort of make a play, but you see it time's ticking down again. The 10-minute mark, that hill is shifting, so now these players rotating towards that 3rd and final kill. Of course, at this time, that overshield was popping up, so Vanek gets away with it. Or no, I'm sorry. Was that burned? Oh my gosh, I didn't really even realize it was burned. Storm with a nice grenade kill. Game's slowing down quite a little bit here. 20 seconds. A good chunk of time. You see the Lunartic Fringe team just taking their time, trying to help push this room. Venom and Reaps taking good angles here, supporting in that top door. Now Venom, see, he spots that player out. Good nade there on Dargan. That's going to force him to back down. And they just got a nice chunk of gold. Bring this right back up, 51-44. This seems to be just going back and forth here. One team takes control of a new room, another one doesn't really want to do too much. Nicely, very patient play there by them.
For sure, that was a clean play.
You'll notice here, like, a couple of players down from the Equinox side, and we're on Venom's POV. He doesn't make a real push to take that hill, because he knows he doesn't have the support to do it. He knows the Fringe is going to be there to kill him, and so he just wants to get all 4 members up before making an actual play for this. And likewise, the Lunartic Fringe team is doing the same exact thing.
Dargan's is being alive here. Going back.
Well, now they're setting up for this overshield, right?
I believe so.
Oh, Sylvanic gets it, but that's a nice green gun. Not quite in enough time, though. I feel like, right? Sylvanic is came away with that one. So just a second too early for that green gun hit. Now SvS able to do a little bit of a tear, but Final Boss beats him down twice to finally take him out of the equation. All that, of course, is being said, and we see Equinox do pick up a little bit more time. Final Boss now has... His team is fully up. He's going to rotate around and take a better position, but SvS is going to be there to prevent that from happening. Dargan again picking up a nice double kill off screen. Now the 7-minute mark, and he's going to rotate around to sort of get a good position on this hill as it switches to this a very advantageous red room, sort of the middle room between, I think, you know, the easiest to access both other hills. So really controlling that room is important, especially obviously for when you want to get the hill time, but when you want to transition over to one of those other hills. Oh, Freckled Hawk watching. So another thing too with these rooms, you got to make sure you're coordinating with your team, watching those right doors. Freckled Hawk just barely missing, you know, catching him being caught off guard as he was just watching the wrong door at that time.
Storm staying alive. He finally got taken out.
Yeah, up 120 to 80 is Equinox here in this game to 200. 549 happening right now. That overshield is going to be up. Gets burned though. Nice burn there by Storm with the freckle. I think that was Storm. Naughty Angel here, who has this railgun. Haven't given her any love yet this stream. She's just holding down this teleporter hallway. Still 30 seconds left in this hill. That's a good chunk of time there. Final Boss making a little bit of a push down at the bottom. And this is such a hard room to hold, you know, because it's just so out in the open. I mean, you can see here, Nadia, she's just looking around trying to think, shit, where am I? Do you need to look? As I say that, they do a good job. Look, they take down 3 members from Equinox. Pick up a little bit more chunk of time. Freckled Hawk picking up a nice double off stream. He finally gets taken out by Dargan. But good job to him. Of course, just as we see that, we see Lunartic Fringe take out 3 members of Equinox. Interesting play there, you know, very smart by Lunartic Fringe and smart by SvS. You know, just baiting that hill, just waiting for somebody to go in there, probably prevent that time, and Lunartic Fringe didn't give him time of day to do it. Though that being said, you know, we're getting down to the 4-minute mark. They're going to need to pick up a little bit more time to bring this one back. Right now, I want to jump into a listening as we see a nice double kill from Venom, possibly the 3rd. No, Boss is going to say no to that one, and they can't win off this hill, I don't believe, but it's going to be close, so Equinox really pulling away here. Let's jump into a listen-in on Lunartic Fringe, see what they do to might bring this one back.
20 seconds.
Play more faster. Play faster. Play faster.
Behind hill, 1 shot Freckle.
Hawks 1 shot.
12
rotate,
seconds.
rotate.
I'll stay in here.
I'm playing for real. Rotate.
We need time.
Yeah, I'll rotate.
Rotating.
Dude, I didn't get a punch.
2 top left.
They're gonna have real purple. Look purple, boss.
You going underneath.
Top lift.
Yellow.
Ooh, yellow.
1 shot.
Two dead
Purple.
boss.
He's one
One
shot.
more, he's
Come
gonna
up the
lift
lift right
up.
now. Come up the lift right now. Come up the lift.
I got bro,
lift.
two dead.
Hurt. Sylvanic on me. He's one shot. One shot, Biddy, behind you.
He's still one shot.
I'm
Top
10, I'm
mid.
absolute. I was fighting no. Oh my god, I finished those. You gotta finish
Low
those
hill.
fights.
Top purple.
Yeah, he needed to
Two
be
in
dead.
hill.
When I call him come up the lift, he
Hey,
needed to be dead.
hey.
On hill,
you
on hill.
Play the fucking game.
You need to
19
listen to my
seconds.
calls.
Just doing it.
Purple.
All right, there you have it. Little bit of frustration there as they close this one out.
You were right on the Venom and I think Venom and Savanic played really well together. Bow chopping 24.
You got a little bit of echo coming back from your side there.
Okay.
Yeah, taking a quick look at this stat screen. See, Reaps leading the charge with staying in the hill time and in that position, putting up a lot of assists. Only 12 kills, but those assists really matter. Likewise,
For sure.
on the damage side, still doing a fair amount of damage and high accuracy, so putting in those shots, zoning those players. You know, Sylvanic and Venom, haven't seen too much of Sylvanic, but he's a trident. He's a good player, so glad to see that he's in here. And Venom, we just know, is a top-performing beast, so 24 kills a piece there. That being said, though, you know, they definitely outslayed, right? They definitely outslayed Lunartic Fringe a little bit, but really just more control of the rotations. They seem to know how to control Red Room really, really well. Red Room, you know, getting a lot of time there from Equinox side, and that's when we really saw them pull away, I think around the 130 mark. You know, and there was a little bit of jumping earlier where it was about, you know, 130 to 70, and Lunartic Fringe made a little bit of a comeback there. But, yeah, nicely done. Again, a little bit of frustration out of the comms, but good call-out still, you know. Dargan sort of really directing the team, trying to say, hey, we got to finish these kills. We got to, you know, rotate here, you know, look down this hall, that kind of thing. So that's what you need, and hopefully, you know, they're not going to get too shaken up by this. And as they go into the next one, Truth CTF, the one that these two teams tied on, they'll be able to have a little bit of a different outcome.
It will, because they're completely different teams.
Truth CTF, you know, similar, I suppose, in some ways to how you might play Cryptic. You want to rotate with your team, but in this one, it's a little bit more this half of the map, that half of the map, as opposed to obviously lock down this area, that area. So, you know, as many of you know, high ground is the way to go. You know, looking to control those two P and car towers, lay down shots, force spawns into the base, and make a good pull. I'm trying to remember, Trig, and I don't know what the best flag route is to run, or what we see typically. I feel like a lot of times I see players just throwing it right out the front of the base and trying to make a path bottom middle. Obviously, if you get a real good run, you can make it down P side, and you can use the ramps and stuff to slide, and you know, you can make it back to your base real quick.
For sure. But I think the run across is just like throw the flag out before they score type of thing.
Yeah.
They'll throw the flag just trying to get out of the game. Wow, both teams are fighting for this. Looks like Naughty will get it, but burn. I think it's about 44, 43 burn. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, and good nade by Reaps there, just to, you know, support that. That camo can be so powerful, and even if you got those eagle eyes, it allows you to get in behind players.
We got our first flag run. Good.
Yeah, and you know, this is interesting. I previously said they're splitting the map from base to base, but in this case, they actually split it car side and P side. Now Reaps, though, still taking this high ground position, putting good shots on Nutty Angel to prevent that flag from being capped. He's now going to rotate out to find that player, but Dargan beats him down on that flag. Will be dead for both teams.
Yes, for sure.
2 players dead here for Lunatic Fringe, and Hawk's going to opt to go make a pull towards his team. I like this pull. I'm sure he's being directed. Good shots there, dropping the flag to kill final loss. Now he's going to make a little bit of a run. Turns around, though, and puts some shots back in those players. I don't mind that play.
There's 3 dead for him. Normally just said.
Is there a couple dead? Yeah, there ended up being 2 dead there for both teams. Sylvanek taking the high ground. Oh, Venom getting a nice perfect there. Oh, not Angel. He's just constantly top mid.
That's all you want to do on this map is just control top mid. And I think that's how you control the map. And learn the 2 side.
Yeah, exactly.
But Venom got cleaned up.
Reeps here now sitting P3, putting good shots in these players, but no one's there to clean him up. He's probably calling out to his team. They eventually turn around and get him.
Coming up real soon, I believe too. Cameron should be coming up real soon. Hawk getting Cameron trying to stay alive.
Good job. Look at this patience out of Hawk. Staying behind cover there. They had no idea where he went. Wait until he got his help. Now there's 2 players dead from Fringe. They're going to make a push. Look, you can see here Venom right in front of him running in, trying to get these kills on these spawning players. Now Hawk putting in good shots here, taking the right angle to be able to do that. They don't know exactly where he is.
Trying to just support that flag runner, but Storm stops it. And Hawk finally got taken out.
Nice little double kill there by Sylvanek, just hitting his shots. But you know, got to give credit to Fringe on that one, stopping that flag cap. Naughty Angel, you can see there on the backside, overextending. Going to sort of pull that flag, sort of cause a little bit of confusion.
For sure, that was a good play from Naughty, but it didn't get halfway, I believe. So she got cleaned up. And I believe that Cameron was like 38, 37 maybe. I do not know on that, so look out for that.
You can see here now, Venom making a flagpole. We just had 3 down from Fringe. And now there's this spawning player. That's a good double there from Venom, just wreaking havoc inside this base. But they're still not able to capitalize on this. Getting a lot of pulls here, this Equinox team is. But these players are a little bit out of position. I don't like how Hawk is a little bit out in the open. Reeps didn't look like he was able to do much, although they're, you know what, they're waiting for this invis. You were right on the time there. Right at 33, and he picks it up, gets away with it. And I wonder if this is going to be a cap here. So he's playing this very patiently. Boss is trying to get the return. He gets the kill. Is he going to get the touch on the flag? He does. With invis taking a good route here to go up. It's going to be 3 down from Fringe, and that's going to be the first flag cap of the game.
That was a good camo too. Beautiful shot.
Sylvanek taking the high ground there and then rotating back into the enemy's base as they were rotating through to the other side of the map. It's cleaned up.
Storm using the carbine. But it finally got taken out.
And now we're on here with Boss's POV. He's trying to make a play for this flag. Doesn't have any dead on, got a couple dead on his team though, so that's most definitely going to be a dead flag. Though, you know, again, pulling that flag forces the enemy to kind of come back a little bit, especially if they don't know quite where it is. Now we have Reeps here holding this top key position. Laying down shots on Boss over at Carb. He's going to be pushed by a couple players, and he's going to be quite the pinch. Now that's going to be 3 players down from Equinox, and this is an opportunity now for Fringe to take some control. find these spawning players and get a flagpole. 5:44. That invis is going to be up though right now. These players over here on this car side are not prepared for it. Is anyone set up? No one's ready for this invis. Venom looks like he's running back for it. This could be huge. Just right in the nick of time, is able to stay alive just for a moment, but Dargan is right on it, recognizing, knowing that time as well.
There's still about 5 minutes to go, so they can usually get a flag cap. I believe the fastest flag cap maybe at 10 seconds or so, or if you know how to run a flag, 10 to 15 seconds. So they got plenty of time to just play it patient and see how Lunartic to get a flag cap.
See here, Fringe just clearing out their base, preventing that. And that's so smart. They're looking at Equinox just backing down those players, running backwards into their own base. You know, Storm there cleaning up Venom on that top position, but then those Equinox players are just still in good position to get those kills. Nadi getting a nice kill on Hawk. She's going to now have this side of the map to herself. Now she's going to be stuck a little bit between a rock and a hard place, just trying to stay alive in this top position. She does so. Looks like her buddy Dargan is there to help her out, clean up Venom, who's also got that top position now. She's putting in good shots. That should be a good, easy kill there for Storm, as Nadi puts in good help. And I love this support position that she's playing right now.
That would be good. CF Hawk. If they can stop it, no, they didn't.
Yeah, look at, you can see, you could just see the overextend, or like the super strong push there from Equinox's. Now they're gonna get a flag pull, just a couple down from the Fringe side. Boss is top mid here. He's gonna be ready to intercept this potentially, or you know, the same way, get a counter cap the same way they did it. With nice grenades, good zoning here. Boss and that other Equinox player there doing a solid job staying alive. Now he's got to stay alive here, prevent this, and get this re, or get this cap. There we go. Nice pull there from Boss. That was a really nice play. Keep that alive, prevent them from scoring right now. Wait till their team can come in.
For sure. Storm has cannon. Would not get that last cannon. But
is it? Oh, his camo up. Sorry, his camo up right now. Oh, he got burned with it.
Yeah, he got burned. Storm had camo. And then now we're on a flag standoff.
Nice little flag standoff here, 1-1. 3 minutes left in the game.
I think that was supposed to be a cap, but Venom juggled it twice and let Lunartic get the save on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I missed that. Yeah, that's.
There was a little hiccup by Venom. So now we're on a flag standoff.
Naughty Angel with the flag on her side of the map.
So I think the two fires have the flag with the high slayers. So we're just trying to flip this flag standoff.
Gets the stick, but that's gonna do good damage on those players. So Vanek coming here for. Oh, and they're gonna get it. Lunartic Fringe going up 2-1.
With roughly about 2 minutes to go. So it's Lunatic's favored now.
Still plenty of.
Like, yep, you're about to say.
I was gonna say still plenty of time. Yeah.
They could go back and forth. What do Lunatic do? On a defensive, or still play the slays and play mid, pretty much, and get map control?
Yeah, well, for this last little bit of the game, let's run into a little bit of a listening and see what they have to say.
Will do.
Stay alive, play your life, play your life. Help him.
He's one shot on the flag. It's
Pull,
three
pull,
dead.
pull.
It's
Three
three
dead,
dead.
three
Three
dead.
dead. Move.
Onyx weak with flag.
I'm going. I'm gonna need help though. I got it out to the middle.
Traded
Watch
with
the
flag.
car side, babe. One's gonna be in our base, babe. He's gonna come in our car side. I'm here
Time's
with
on
you.
our side.
Yep. But
Play
don't
defense, we have
take
a
up the
minute.
pressure.
Don't lose map control. They're gonna be top mid.
Top mid Sylvanic.
Watch out for camo. There's one on camo right now. Reeves has camo. I got a nade on him. There's two P side. There's 2 P side.
Looking
I'm playing my life. I'm mid.
Heard.
I'm
Venom's
nading
dead.
too.
Killed pink.
Watch out for the camo guy. Reaps has camo.
He's back of our base with camo. I can hear him.
He's right here. On me. Camo's
Yeah,
dead.
Nice, naughty, naughty,
Blue
naughty.
2, Sylvanic.
I'm
P2.
dead. I'm dead.
Pink.
P2.
It's okay.
He's street.
They're gonna push up. They have
Okay,
numbers. They have
live.
numbers.
I killed
Car
him.
side. Look, car.
Car. Okay, in our base, Sylvanic.
Dead.
Hell yeah, Storm.
Alright, let's
Shit.
game.
That's Mr. Storm to you.
He's on you.
They won't return fast enough.
I don't care.
I didn't get to.
Nice. Good win there from Fringe. Preventing
Good.
Reap from getting that like sneaky flag cap or sneaky flag return.
Yep, that was real good from Lunatic to focus on Reaps that had camo. So that was a big win in their belt. That was a
Yeah, it definitely was. You know, big play. We missed it. Naughty Angel getting a good kill on Reaps there at the very end. Taking a quick look at these stats that we're tied up 1-1 in this series. Storm coming out with solid damage, 3,600, 7.3 KDA. A couple of caps, 27 kills from him and Dargan, 21 out of boss, and 11 from Naughty. Naughty playing it mostly at the objective there. On the other side, we pretty much have similar stats, like Reaps with 24, Venom 33, Sylvanic 23 kills. So a little bit of a different distribution here of the kills, but roughly, again, the same. This really coming down to just when you're making these calculated pushes.
for sure. That was a really good game. It was a real truth game. Capture the flag game. Truth always gives that good capture the flag, especially Fathom too as well. Fathom and Truth will give the best hype for a capture the flag game.
Yeah, very, very true. Very true. All right, we're all tied up 1-1. Lunartic Fringe being the one to go into that Truth game, winning that 2-1. I'm going to try and update these graphics real quick while we get into our next one here. Plaza Strongholds.
My nightmare of a map for me. Plaza is just a nightmare for me in general. Don't care if it's Strongholds or Slayer. It's just poor for me.
And why do you think that is? Like, it's just you're not familiar with the rotations as much, or, you know?
Just don't know the rotations as much. Just don't know where to go, really. My team tells me to go here. But it's whatever it is. I want to get better on this map. Try and figure out how to run better on this map.
Yeah, so Strongholds, this game type, if you're not familiar, much faster to capture bases when you're with your friends. So more so than the traditional HCS settings. Look at this, you see Dargan playing this really interestingly, not actually going in there to get the touch on that Stronghold to put any time in it, sort of baiting that player. Does end up getting taken down though. Nice play. I believe it was Reaps who did just that. Storm here now obviously just dies there to Reaps in sort of an interesting position at top dip.
I don't know what the time channel was, but Venom had it burned.
On board with Reaps, now one Stronghold apiece. You do capture points when you have only one Stronghold here. So, again, slightly different than your typical HCS settings. Makes it just a little interesting towards the end of the game. Sometimes you can just let it play out if you only have one and your opponent has two. Forces really some better, more intense pushes out of players, just needing that total control to make a comeback when somebody's within striking distance in a 2-1 type scenario. Now we can see Equinox picking up the bottom Stronghold. Venom getting team shot. Final boss getting a double hole now, right on Freckled Hawk as well. Now they're going to retake bottom mid. switch to the caster here. Everybody dying as soon as they switch over to that POV. You can see a bunch of Equinox players pushing into this bottom as they're going to take it. Hawk sneaking up here on this nest position, gets some good shots. Not quite able to take out Storm though. Storm staying alive, fighting with Eddie right there. It's going to be a close one-on-one, and Reaps is going to get the shotgun kill to finish him up. Venom on top of this camo. Dargan though knows where he is, but Venom's going to be able to stay alive. We're switching to his POV. See what he can do with this. So they're up 38-25. Currently just holding those two strongholds. I believe it's nest and bottom mid.
Venom been on that camera all series long, just a power up in general. I think Equinox has majority of the cameras or the overshields in this series.
So far, I think you're right. They've done a good job. And look at the patience here again out of Venom. Such a smart player, using his camo to his advantage. Going to get behind these players as he tells his team to go and fight them, and he's going to pick up the double, and they're going to continue to rack up this lead in this 2-1 stronghold scenario. Now look at this, holding this top pit position. Fortunately, he's going to look in the wrong place for just a moment. His team's going to give him good call-outs as Fringe is rotating over to try and take that nest position. Typically, you do want to take this nest position before you go for bottom mid. Venom getting the stick there.
Oof. Got Fawn taken down. That was a good solid run by them.
Was now up 66-42 on a bit of a tear here. But no total controls yet. You know, so usually with these maps, we see one team really start to run away with it with the total control. And so this one could definitely be a war of attrition if we're seeing such a fight that no one's able to take that third and final one. And it could also be so that the teams don't want to. I mean, you know, if you have 2-1 advantage the whole time, it's, you know, that's going to build over time.
Game, yeah, but it'll take longer. But I think it's much harder to control all three. And we'll know if someone's trying to do that trip cap, like Venom just tried to do there.
Yeah, and right, the disadvantage, or I shouldn't say disadvantage, more just like the risk of going for that triple cap, because you kind of mess up the spawns. You don't exactly know. You can see here that those three Equinox players there, all on your sights, they're just guarding that area. They're able to guard that nest. Naughty Angel is putting on good shots here, but trying to maintain this control. But, you know, as I say that, her team then rotates through, it looked like that cafe area for a little bit, got some more kills. Now they're going to be able to jump back towards this nest. That was a really nice play by the Lunartic Fringe team. But holding an anchor position, putting down shots, making it fake like they're going for a nest, so drawing the attention, putting in good damage, and then rotating back to take that nest once they clean up those players. First, now we have here Sylvanek just solo capping this as his team is just putting up a good fight down bottom mid, and he gets the solo capture. Such a rare sight to see. But if you have your teammates, you know, holding down those other anchor positions, you can take that. Take your time to do that.
For sure. That was good thing to get. It's a solo cap and get a trip cap. Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what this
Next camo
is, but you see here, Reaps holding down this shotgun position, waiting for players to come here. He's now going to sneak around behind the team. He's not going to go for a yard. He's going to go up to top gold as bottom mid is now being taken. A little bit too late of a rotation there from their whole team to be able to secure that bottom mid. Now Lunartic's going to take the 2-1 stronghold situation here. And there you go. Now they're on a triple cap.
And didn't last long.
No, but still, it's important for the momentum of your team to do that, right? And be able to take that. That being said, I kind of want to dive into a listen with them right now and see how their spirits are feeling in this game down, but recently just taking a triple cap.
I'm behind Biddy. I'm not quite there yet.
Yo, one-shot camo on my ass.
Help me,
We're
help
trying
me.
to take nest.
Garbage.
Oh, they're trying to fly in here. There's 3 of them. I'm just living. There's 3 pushing nest. One's top dip though.
Top
I
dip,
got him.
one
Another
shot.
one top dip.
Help me here, help me.
I'm trying. He's one shot.
One more behind.
Truck.
Behind you. 2 dead.
I'm in bottom mid. Somebody.
One shot on me.
He's one shot.
Got him.
Thank God.
I'm dropping bottom mid with boss. There's one at
Help him,
Prius. He's one shot on me.
Nice.
There's still
He's
one
one shot
shot.
U-turn.
He's dead.
He's dead.
On
They're getting
yard.
yard.
He's still. Don't. We just.
Whoa. There's one on LR.
Prius. Creeps.
Driveway. I'm gonna hit from top mid.
Yeah, they grabbed a camel. Top mid 1 shot. Solo cap
Bottom
in the
mid. There's a couple of
3
them bottom mid.
3 bottom.
They're weak bottom mid.
Oh, they're pushing green
Dip,
stairs.
one shot. I got him. Sylvanic dead.
Nest 2 shot.
Nest 2. I'm going for
2
nest.
dead. 2 dead.
Two nest.
1 bottom
Two
mid.
nest.
On U-turn.
U-turn's weak.
I'm 1 shot.
He's green soda now. Jumping top mid. He's top
We
mid.
got bottom.
I'm dead.
Wow. Nicely done there from the Lunartic side. Again, a little bit of hectic comms, but they're really on point. You know, Naughty Angel just calling out that player top mid, getting a nice cleanup on Sylvanic. I believe actually she got that kill on her own. And then and making that really specific call out about that player jumping up top mid and exactly like pulling that camo at that time. Still struggling here now, you know, 177 to 126. They're gonna really need to be aggressive. That was a good shotgun shot if I ever did see one.
Ooh.
He's got to be upset about that one.
I could feel some bad blood between the 2 teams.
Say that one more time. Sorry.
I could just feel there's some bad blood between the 2 teams, though, for sure. They're just going ahead bloodbath.
It's quite bloody. That is very true. I'd be curious to see what the final kill count in here as we are winding down. This next one gonna indeed go to Equinox.
Unless if some miracle, yep. No miracle here. Take Equinox took game number 2, so it's 2-1. Equinox going to do game number 4 on Banner on Bombard on Banner, I believe.
Yep, that is the next one here. Let me see if I can. Oh, that didn't do it properly. Real quick, let's take a look at the stats here. This breakdown. First, taking a look at kills.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Both of the Flyers did most of the objective play, and like the heavy Slayers got 20 kills. Like you said, Venom and Sylvanic were really good. So
yeah, definitely outslayed. You know, Equinox definitely outslaying. Sylvanic and Venom really doing a good job. You know, Boss really struggling in that game with only 9 kills, 14 assists. We heard that a little bit in the call-outs, you know, people constantly saying, I need help here, I need help there. So that kind of communication is important, but sometimes when, you know, you're playing at such a fast pace, right, it's difficult. And so that's where, you know, these teams who have really good communication and are able to react very quickly and even subconsciously are going to just naturally have that edge, you know. So we'll see what is in store for our next game as Banter Bombard. As I try to update these player stats, I want to see if this process works here. Series 2 matchup. Did this update properly? We have a blank screen here. And hopefully that one worked. Yeah. All right. Not bad. Worked out a little kinks there. First one went to Equinox, Cryptic, King of the Hill, 200 to not 200. I forgot to write down the score there. We'll get that one after, of course. Truth in a really, really nice heated match there, going basically all the way to, well, yes, all the way to time, 2-1. Right at the very end, some couple of flag standoffs going in the favor of Lunartic Fringe in that one. Plaza Strongholds, definitely seeing a little bit of the slaying power out of Equinox.
They're a heavy slay team.
Yep.
I think too as well.
And Reeps bringing it up right now. Those assists, 18 and 16 with 19 assists, very important. 2,900 damage as well. Almost 68% accuracy, highest on the team. So Reeves doing a really good job there. I'm sure I caught many of those on stream. But yeah, next one loading in right now. Banter, Bombard. Our game number 4 here. This is Lunatic's Fringe opportunity. They gotta be able to take this one.
To do that for them. If they want a game 5, they have to stay alive.
Yep, they gotta take this one. Let's see here. Lunatic Fringe's record of Bombard. They have not played a Bombard yet. And let's see here on Banter.
Let's see. I got.
They're 1-1.
They have more experience on this map more than the other team.
Who does?
I think Lunatic has a little bit more experience on this map more than Equinox. I haven't seen them practice on this map much, so I don't know. I might be wrong. So
Alright, let's give it a start. This is one of our newest ones made by Lunartic. Very interesting map. It's angled a little bit inwards, so you're right here on this LR side, this light rifle side, is a shorter distance from base to base than it is on the the market side. I think is the opposite sort of pathway. Naughty Angel sort of locking down this area of the map. Long sight lines, and then we frequently see capture the flag on this map, where it tends to be sort of you never get all 4 dead and you never really set up super control. You sort of just jog the flag back to your base. Bombard, I can't say I've watched many Bombard games on this, and if any, maybe one, and I don't remember it at all. So I'm curious to see how this plays out. Bombard, if you're not familiar, goes to 150 points. It's like Slayer, mixed between Slayer and Neutral Bomb Assault, where 20 points for a bomb cap, and it is relatively quick, I believe about 5 seconds, and then 1 point for each kill.
And it's 1 hit melee, I believe, too, with the bomb.
Yeah, always 1 hit with the ball, which is always nice to see. Final boss getting a nice little double off of spawn, and now Naughty Angel's going to go in for a kill, but Reeves is there with a nice double. Is that maybe even a triple there? So sorry we missed that on stream. Just locking down. That was a huge play by him, preventing that bomb cap.
For sure. Good sniping out of Reeves. GG Reeves.
Yeah, holding down this junction position with a perfect kill on a killing spree right now. He is just going off, putting in this support. Fortunately, Dargan takes him out, and that might be a bomb cap. No, so Vanek's there for the save. Naughty Angel is rushing this very, very hard. Boss is there as well to get that finish. 38-12. Lunatic Fringe, you're not wrong here. They've had a little bit of experience on this, clearly practicing it.
For sure. I was in one part with the scrim too as well. So they're really heavy experience. So
smart play here by Storm, taking this high red 2 plat position, able to put down a lot of fire on these players, starting to try and come over. You can see the ball guy in our outlines for Equinox trying to make their way on the light rifle side. Storm just eagle-eyeing that side of the map in his base, making sure no one's going to get an easy sneak cap on them. Panic trying to do a good job to stay alive, but Naughty again takes him down. There we go, Reaps with the ball here, being spotted out by Boss. Now recognizing that's going to be a dead one. Not entirely sure what they were going for with that one. But look at the teamwork here, the team takedown. Naughty Angel also playing incredibly well this match. Final Boss taking this middle position now, nading the spawns of these players. He's going to shoot them right in the back. That's Sylvanic. Sylvanic, though, doing a good job. Boss just missing a couple shots there. Pretty big kill there by Venom on Boss. This Reaps is then going to come and try and flank Dargan, but Dargan says no, has the sniper rifle. Now he's going to get some good body shots, but Sylvanic's able to clean him up before he's able to finish the kill. Up 49-19 is Lunatic Fringe, about 8 minutes left in the game. Is this a good back and forth?
There's no bomb plant yet. Like I said, there's no bomb plant. So
No, there's been one bomb plant.
oh, there has?
Yep. Not,
Oh, I
Final
missed
Boss
it.
planted one. Yep.
Boss, oops, my bad.
No,
I
you're
missed
good.
that. Good job on Boss for getting that plant. Sneaky bomb plant.
Yeah, they made a really good push. Nice double there from GT Reeves, just holding down this, again, the top plat position. He's got sniper, light rifle, a lot of long-range weapons on this map.
For sure, use them. Use them for the long sight on market.
Reeves is feeling it, though. He's going to be shot in the back here with some needles. Gets away. Thought that player might have been close enough for a back smack, but no. Reeves is going to let his teammate finish that as he's going to move up on this LR side, take a better position, try and get his team some advantageous kills here to make this bomb plant, and they're going to get it.
But Reeps, he got in it, so that's 3 dead for not so.
And we see here, Lunatic Fringe still up 58-47, so still outslaying on this map by quite a bit. As you mentioned, clearly knowing these angles a bit better.
All about them angles, bro.
Looks like there's a good position to get another arm here. Oh, I'm sorry. We missed that. They were making such a good push with Lunatic Fringe that they forgot about the ball. That happens. It can happen a lot, and especially with this game type is what makes it so interesting. Now, up 69-61 is Equinox, because these guys need to reassess. You know, Equinox went 3 down. Storm, nice job staying alive, playing that angle so well. What a good kill there. Almost gets the triple. Venom getting a nice double there, but Reeps in
But
there
they're gonna
to
get the
finish
plant.
it off.
We got that plan. I think Dargan got the plan. Yep, Dargan got the plan on that.
Oh, Dargan got the excuse me.
Dargan swooped in and got that. And the Lunatic base. See, trying to get. Never mind. The Lunatic has done well. Going up market with it.
It's just like a transition of ball from one hand to the other. Look at him rushing at all these players rushing back to try and get a Final Boss, realizing he's not the first one there. He's going to back down, wait for his team. He's got a couple players spawning. Doesn't have numbers. Really smart play. We've got Dargan with the sniper. Pick off that head. Get a nice little body shot there on this LR side. Now he's going to push up, push this angle. His team's going to do the same. He's going to clean up GT Reeves. Pushing in here a little too strong, though. Going to get double teamed. That sniper's going to go down. So Vanek Drew going to look to probably take that one. He's trying to clean up this last player who had the ball in their base.
No, Venom has body.
A lot of players just dying there for both squads. Only Final Boss left alive, though. On the Fringe side of things, GT Reeves has the high ground position, but not able to finish him off. Now his team's going to spawn in market. Nice job by Reeves getting the perfect kill there, but it's going to be a tough push There's all those players coming in, and that's going to be... oh, new ball spawn. It's weird, I just heard the new ball spawn, but it looks like Equinox still has the ball here inside of their base. Freckled Hawk doing a really good job playing this angle. They want to just keep on this pressure. That ball's going to be grabbed. All three of these Lunartic Fringe players are here on this side. Freckled Hawk is going to recognize he is way outnumbered. Tries to back down, make a play. Not quite able to do so. Maybe delay a little bit of time. But there we go. Final boss is going to get a double kill. Unfortunately, the enemy is still going to score on them.
That was GT Reeves with the score.
GT Reeves just playing this map so well. He seems to be just on a tear right now. Of course, he runs right into Dargan there as Boss is trying to take a high ground position for the attack. Dargan and Storm, though, still alive. This could be a plant here. So close. Is anyone going to run in and get the touch on that? Oh, Storm is almost there for it. Gets the kill on Reeves, but...
But he got killed, shut down too, so...
Sniper in 10.
So close. Oh, now the Angel trying to go for the beat down there. Not quite able to do it. Good job staying alive, though, with that ball. Just a great play. 2 players down for the Equinox side, so now he's going to roll in, but at that, just right now, they are all spawning, so they're going to have to slay out one more time if they want to get this bomb fight and take the lead. Naughty Angel, nice job just continuously throwing that ball a little bit closer.
That's all 4 dead.
All 4 dead, and they need to arm that, and they're going to do just that. Boss is going to take this sniper rifle, hang out on the top of their base. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. I think they're going to do it, Trig.
I'm not sure if they want to go for this one more plant or just slay out. So.
Or, I mean, it's going to go to time here. It's so dangerous, though. You can't necessarily always let it go to time. You still want to keep up that pressure. Just make sure you never lose sight of that ball. I mean, they're up by a fair amount of points at this point, so as long as I think they don't get a ball cap, give one up, it's probably going to be okay for them. Boss and Naughty taking a good top position there. Storm getting a little bit of the flank. Nice nade shot for the double kill on Venom and Sylvanek, the beast and trident of the opposing team. And this is looking very dominating at this point from Lunartic Fringe. Storm playing very aggressively, using these boxes very, very well through this junction side. Spots that ball player. That's GT Reeves. Having a great game today, but not quite able to do anything about it. Still a minute left, though. Equinox is making a push on this right-hand side. Venom knows Boss is coming into this flank, so he's going to wait here for him, get the kill on it, and the triple-double. They can still make this happen. Venom looking for this player. Get Storm.
I think Equinox needs to score here if they want to try not go to game 5.
You know, this is a close one. If they score here, it's basically at the point where they'll win the game. If they score this point, they will win the game, but they cannot give up 6 kills.
Yep. 10 seconds. No, they don't have it.
I don't think that's going to do it. We're going to go to game 5.
Game 5, boys. We are, ladies and gentlemen, back-to-back game 5. Ooh.
Loving it. Loving it.
There's some bad blood just right at the end of the game. There was some bad blood between these teams.
A little bit of a body shot in there, yeah.
Yes, but that's Halo a little bit. That is Halo, so.
This one going down to the wire, 148 to 131 in a Bombard game. Not so often that you see that happen.
But Darkin going off, though.
Let's take a look at these stats. Final boss
Yep.
also going off as well. 4,400 damage.
But 34 kills for Dark.
That was definitely his game for sure, followed up by Boss,
Yep.
Storm, and Naughty. But also, this guy's just taking really advantageous positions on the map. Like, it's dissimilar, I think, to how Flag is played. You know, this one seemed to be controlled a little bit more, sort of making much more calculated pushes here. As we approach midnight, we're going to jump right into this next and final one.
Again, I think Lunatic that fired just that last game. I could see him going. I could see Dargan going off just as much that last game. So if he could continue that heavy slay, him in final boss, slay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, who's the better Slayer team here?
We'll see.
I don't know.
I want to go with Equinox as Savanic and Venom are going to go off again. Those duos everyone's talking about.
Yeah, they certainly. Well, I typically talk about the GT Reaps Venom duo just because they are coach and player here, but. You know, Sylvanic, just a very intelligent player, obviously at Trident level. I'm glad to gotten to see a lot of him play. We're on him right now with the sniper rifles. He's rotating over to this corner, and he picks off the head of Dargan. Now watching this back cat angle. Up 5-1.
One. Heavy slave, two Equinox. That was a good body shot, but didn't get the head, so it didn't count. Trying to regroup. Take this thing slow since it's 62 games.
Playing very aggressive though. Naughty Angel though, just has Sylvanic's number many a time in this game.
She's doing really well in the series. I'll give her that.
Playing incredibly intelligently for sure, and coming up with some big plays. I mean, hey, that's why we're in a game number 5 here. Everyone's been playing on their game.
There you go, another good kill.
Yeah, and they brought it right back, 10-7.
It was like 7-3 or 8-3, and then now it's 7-11. Hey, 7-11. Hey. Now 7-12.
I mean, just as we say that, Equinox Venom here gets a nice little double. Rotating him. Snapshot's the one-shot player. Venom just having that confidence to take that shot, not waste any time.
Venom finally, go ahead, take him down.
Yeah, getting a little too aggressive there for my like, but hey, I mean, the guy can do what the guy can do.
Yeah, let him do him. Really good player. But camera is up. Reeves grabbed it and got burned. So it was like 45, 46 maybe.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what happened with that on stream, but flew in, grabbed it. Looks like there was a player ready to take him out in the bottom basement, so be sure to watch that as it comes up again. Now we're on with Storm, who's in this top T2 position. We just saw Fraggled Hawk just lock down the position. It looks like he's going to be pinched a little bit. Getting some pot shots. I'm sure he's calling out to where these players are, but he is stuck in between all these players to try and make a play. Now looks like he's going to get away. Yeah.
He's calling them out probably. Staying alive for them.
Hawk rotating now back, looking for spawners here. He's going to get called out. He's just going to try and play his life a little bit. Finds Dargan over there at T2, jumping away. Players are going to rotate on them as they take the back bunker position now. Hawk meets a grenade to the face. He's just trying to stay alive here. Trying to figure out where his players are, but see... Storm comes in and just nails him with that shotgun.
Is that nope? Not on my watch. I got my big fun.
I really like that jump away by Dargan. I think I would have boosted, but you clearly didn't need to, and so that was the right play. I think for myself, as always, like I tend to boost or I tend to sprint when I really don't need to. And out of these top tier players, you really see them sort of being much more deliberate with their movements.
So it'll be 47 camo. Dargan kind of used camo and bring it back. The last time I saw it was like 20 to like 15 maybe or so, something like that. But they're bringing it back.
They brought this back, sticking together. I think catching some of these Equinox players off guard.
For sure. I can tell just by watching it, making me sweat a little bit. He's going back and forth with this game.
It really, really is.
And I'm an imaginary dude with you now, and I'm sweating a little bit just by watching these two teams go at it.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like if this was on like a LAN event, Pickle will be screaming, oh, it's gonna be interesting to see that in the future.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not much of a hype guy, people.
I'm a huge hype guy, so you'll hear me scream if you get me on listening and think it would. But yeah, I'm a really hype guy though. Again, Equinox pulling away a little bit, up by 6 now. So it was like 22, 23. Now they're up again, but still trying to bring it back.
Yeah, I think, recognizing that they had sort of lost a little bit of control, probably tightened up a little bit.
Sniper rifles ready.
And it's organic, again, as you said, working very well together. Venom using his ability there defensively, having to push this player in bottom mid on a killing spree, gonna stay alive as best he can, but Storm's gonna finish him up. Hawk in position to grab this invis, but is he gonna be able to stay alive? And I really like the, backing down these players, making a couple of one-shots there. Oh, hate to see that.
But didn't finish. He didn't finish. That's... I struggle with that a little bit, not finishing. But that's not up to me, so focus on them.
Well, it's one of those things in that position, right? You feel like you have such an opportunity to just pop off those kills, and if you can hit those headshots, you can. But it's a tough one to make, and you got to make that decision so fast. And that's what becoming better at the game is you learn to make those split-second decisions, and you learn to make the right ones more often than not, just over time. Equinox here, holding down this back cap position. Venom with this sniper. They have a 40 to 33 lead. No reason to really go rush the other team. They're just gonna watch all their angles, make callouts. And what Lunartic Fringe has to do, and I want to go into a listen with them basically right now, just to see how they want to play this.
Sure.
Is they gotta make calculated pushes.
They're down by 4 now. 3, 4 now.
Yeah, let's go right into that listen and see how they might finish this game and bring it back, because this is a close one.
No, get back out of that.
Oh, yellow gun.
No.
Sorry, white.
Why'd we push out of that?
E2.
One's jumping tower.
Yeah, watch the tower.
On carbine. I gave them one shotgun shell.
One tower two right now.
Bottom nest and top
Yeah, I'm
nest.
getting pushed.
Montaña's camo.
On me with shotgun. He's
That's
white
got me.
hall. White hall with shotgun.
There's
Maybe
2
I'll
shooting me.
push
Camo, guys, camo. They just got camo? No, he missed
out.
it.
No, it's up right now, but
You
2
got
more
it,
deaths we
They're
lose.
gonna have it. Yeah, that's game.
They got it. 26. He's on catwalk. Venom.
Alright, unfortunately we locked in really on the wrong time for that one. As we see the last kill going down right now. So I heard Naughty Angel say right at the end there, like, "Oh man, why did we break that position? We had that." That will certainly
That was
be
a tough loss. That's a really tough loss to take.
Yeah.
It was up there, man, but lost by 11. But we'll see these teams in the playoffs in the 2 and the 3 seed, but we don't know exactly who's the 2 and who's the 3. So
I believe actually right now it is more or less locked in. This one now going to Equinox. So for sure,
I think
Equinox, I think, is actually, because this wasn't a complete blowout, and even if I think it was, I believe that the seeds are locked in. But we can get that confirmed for everybody in the coming weeks. Real quick breakdown of the stats. Venom and Sylvanic, 18 and 16 kills apiece. Reaps and Hawk bringing up the rear with 8 and 8. On the other side, Dargan and Boss, 16 and 12, and Storm and Naughty struggling that game as well, 8 and 3 kills.
But I just want to talk to you. Our next series will be Nova taking on Craze tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So the ranks will be Ghost, Fire, Anchor, and Trident.
Yes.
So be there for that. Be a good series. I think Nova already had that locked already, I believe, because they're 6-0. So we won't know really. So I think it all matters for next week for Rain and Craze.
Yep.
See who's gonna be the 2 and the 3 seed, because next week we play Craze or way against Craze. So
yeah. I mean, it's you guys up against it again. I haven't done quite the math yet, but Nova definitely has locked that one in. So it's really a fight for the 2 and the 3 seed. Despite Equinox, I think, winning that one against Fringe, I think because, well, even so, I think now they've each won a piece right in their series. But I think because Lunatic Fringe has now won more games in general.
I feel like they will be the 2 seed.
Yeah, unless I may have these numbers wrong, so don't quote me on that. 2 seems not a lot for Equinox. Obviously, they have 1 win, so that actually cannot be right. So I'll have to reset on that one. So not confirmed.
We are 2 and 3. So Nova is still 6-0. Rain is 2 and 5. So and then Craze and Nova play. If somehow think Craze beats Nova, I think Craze is going to be in second place, and for that be going into the last week, we probably will need to beat Craze to be back in the 2 seed, I think. So we beat Craze back in week 2, I believe. It was bottom 4 versus bottom 4, and that was our last win, I believe, too, was against Craze.
Gotcha.
So I think Craze still needs to win against Nova and us to be the 2 seed, I believe. And Rain needs just to beat Craze, I believe.
I gotcha. Well, yeah, we'll see how this evolves. We'll get those all sorted out for you as accurately as we can in the next week. Apologies again for not casting yesterday's best of 5. I heard that went super well. Super glad I got to be here despite the late hour. It's after midnight here on the East Coast for me. I hope everyone had a really good time. Thank you again to all the players who played here. Everybody tuning in. I know it was a little bit of a... It's been hot in my room, so the energy's a little low here, but man, what a series to watch. These guys are going to be great. Going into the playoffs, it's going to be really exciting to see them play up against one another, and I expect nothing but
sweaty.
More of the
really
best.
Sweaty.
Yeah, exactly. So, as you just mentioned, Reaps, tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. for that Craze versus Nova game. That should be a really good one to watch, and we'll have more updates for you on the playoffs. At that time, I'll give you sort of the rundown, everybody there in the Discord. So if you are not a part of our community, you want to be more involved or just get more information, definitely reach out, join our Discord, even if just to get the notifications. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We're going to be posting way more information for everybody, just so you can, keep up with what's going on. Our game nights, all of our competitive stuff, our Apex, more people going live like you, Trig, trying to start your little streaming thing as well. So
streaming career, YouTube career.
Yeah. So
Let's get it. So I made me a little small video like, how do I have this many followers and go to my YouTube, and why do I have this many subs on my YouTube? Something's not adding up.
Nice, man. Well, anyway, that's it for us for tonight. Go to bed. I'm exhausted. Great
Go to
series
bed,
again.
get
and
recharged up for the next game. Like I said, Nova versus Craze Sunday, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So that's gonna be a good series, I believe. So hope to see you all there. So have a good night, everybody, from that good Game 5 series.
Nicely said. Good night, everyone.